Well, today we will mostly be making wine. This is one of those times when you wish your tripod was about another foot taller. Because this is the problem, and it's all the way up as high as it will go, but hopefully you can see the area we'll be working in for a little way, and then I'll have to angle the camera down here where this fermenter is. I've never used this fermenter. Got all the usual stuff on it, graduations that are not guaranteed to be accurate. 5.5 gallons, that's Imperial English gallons, not US gallons. And straightforward screw top with a hole in it for the bung. We've got a solid one in it at the minute because we have just cleaned it with the OxyClean type stuff, but the W5 variety from Aldi's. It's an unscented one. Give it a thorough clean with that, scrub with the old big barrel brush, stripped and cleaned the thread here because there's a little bit of mould in there. So we'll dump that in our jug when the Starstand is decanted back out of this, but we'll just give it another shake. Everywhere the kit's going to be 21 litres, so it's going to fill most of the barrel. You can see the mark there. It says it could be quite an active fermentation. I've never known a wine to go absolutely ballistic like a beer. You never know. It is quite a large concentrated kit. It's a Cantina Pinot Grigio. Where is it? 7 kilos of concentrate. Supposed to ferment quicker than a conventional one. You get all your bits and bobs that you need with it other than your steriliser. That's left down to you and your choice of fermenting vessels. But you get your combined wine, yeast and yeast nutrient is pack 1. Then when the time comes, pack 2 to stabilise your wine at the end of fermentation. And then the usual 2-part findings, A and B. You put the first bit in, leave it 3 hours. Then the second one. So everything's there. The only things we need today is the yeasties. I think this is what you'd probably call a, I don't know whether it would be a premium kit, because there are some that are quite a bit more money than this, but they are on the higher end of cost. Whether they're on the higher end of quality, I don't know. But they're brewed by, well, they're not brewed, they're imported and branded under the Hambleton Bard. But as you can see, their instructions are in various languages. Doesn't say which ones, but I can see, I think they tend to be Northern European by the looks of it. Anyway, it's an Italian grape juice. It's supposed to be a good quality. We'll find out. It's a rapid fermentation. It's supposed to be ready to drink in 5 days, i.e. when it's fermented and you rack it off, it's ready to consume. I always prefer just to still leave it in the bottle and get a little bit of age on it. So it's fairly straightforward. Once we've finished rinsing this out and sterilising that, it's basically decant the entire contents of this, top it up with some lukewarm water, which I'm not going to go too mad because it is quite warm today. I haven't got a temperature strip on this one. I'll have a look, see if I've got a spare one I can stick on it while the sides dry. I'll do that and then cut back. But yeah, so it's just kit, warm water, yeast, drink. But of course, talking of drink and making homebrew, there are some rules you need to observe when making any form of homebrew. You have to be drinking one. Well, we do allow commercial, but on this occasion, seems it is my birthday weekend, we break out the big guns. 1 litre stein. Of course, we've got one of those. We need some German Weiss beer to fill it up. Quite a lively one by the looks of it. Get the old yeast going. You can't have a Weiss beer. Ooh. Any Fraulein would be proud of that head. Right, I'll go and sort my other bits out and be back in a mo. Well, we're back once again. Most importantly, fuel tank's full, as they say in the German Playtex factory. Wunderbar. Bit of a biscuity bready tang to the old Weiss beer. Well, it's straightforward, as I said. Basically, add contents of the bag. Top up with lukewarm water, 20 to 30 degree. Quite a big band there. Chuck the yeast in, and we're done. Right, see you next week. Okay, so I'm just going to do the boring bit. Now the bag, swing the camera around. Hopefully it's just in shot. It's a bit like the wine bags you can buy. It's got that bit there with a ring pull and empty contents. So I'm just going to squirt some sanitizer in that first, put the funnel in and get going. Right, here goes. See how much of a mess we make. That's the bit out. Look. Yep, we start making mess already. Ben, need that mop. We've got a wobbly base and a pissed off dog. Yeah, so the dogs are going to enjoy some nice syrupy wine concentrate that's dripped on the floor. It's quite thick. Excellent. Right, just sort some water out. Well, I don't think it's going to take too long to fill. Here we go. Big jugs don't take long to fill. I like big jugs. Right, just put a couple of litres in the wine bag. Get everything out of that. Any crystalline sugars, and dissolve those. Any remaining syrup. Get all the last drop of goodness that we paid for out of it. Well, I won it on an eBay auction, so it was a bit of an awkward bargain. So I got the 2 fermenters and all the starter kit with it as well. Not this fermenter, but the 2 that I normally use, which are 33 litre. I think I'm going to put a little bit more in there, just a little bit of colour in that. And we go for it again. See what we got now. Yeah, that's clear. Goodies out of that. Put that out of the way. Right, what I've got here is just some more very loop warm water. I'm just going to rehydrate the yeast in this. I know they don't say to do it. The reason I'm going to do it is because obviously I've got a small loop to get a load of powdered yeast in there, so I'm going to put it in here to get it kicked off, then rinse it down, a little bit more water afterwards. Okay, now we're pretty much to the level. I know you can't guarantee the accuracy of this, but it's only wine. I'm not too worried if it's half a litre in or out. I'm just going to stir it around, mix it up manually. I did find a little temperature strip to go on down here, and she's reading a little bit over temp, so while the yeast is rehydrating and I've got a little bit left that I can add in just to rinse the yeast through. So I'm going to just stir this up. I can do my gravity reading. Get some air in there to oxygenate, get the wort going. Not wort in this case because it's wine, or it will be. Even though I made a sticky mess on the floor, we've had another Brewmaster bin incident. Right, well I've just poured some off to do a trial jar reading. Well, we've got a bit of froth on the top which is not helping. And obviously it's, if you didn't know, hydrometers are calculated to 20 centigrade. And this is not 20 centigrade. So you have to make a note of the temperature and use that to offset the reading on the gravity. It's not a huge difference usually, but if you want to keep it accurate, you need to know what the temperature is when you take your reading and what the temperature is when you do your finish reading as well, in case it's cooler. So you have to take that into consideration. Most of the online calculators, you can do a temperature compensation adjustment to add or take the couple of extra points that the temperature difference makes. So I'll try and put the old eyesight improvers on and see if I can cut through the foam and figure out what the bloody hell it says. Well, I'm going to call it 1076. So a bit of information we'll write down, and of course in timely fashion, that's better, 1076. And I'll just swing this around. Ooh, and we're at 30 degrees, which is 86 Fahrenheit. So, yeah, well, it's on the borderline for pitching the yeast. I like to have it a little bit lower than that, so I'm going to leave it. I'll seal it up, put the airlock on it, and just let it cool down outside for a little while. And we'll see if we've got time to do the inaugural pitching the yeast. Ben has a mop. I have a remote system. Cleans up all known spills and crumbs. And he even brings his chums along as well sometimes. He's quite fond of the rum out. He's quite fond of the rinse out of your bottles as well. Bit of a piss head actually. Don't know where he gets it from. Well, welcome back to Beer Belly Cam. It's time to pitch the yeast. We've got down to 28 degrees. As I said earlier, the instructions do say that you can pitch between 20 and 30 degrees. I don't like the higher end, but basically on a day like today, which is quite warm and humid, it's never going to get below 26 anyway. So trying to get it down those 4 degrees is going to take forever. So 1/2 pint of yeasty rehydration. And the remaining water. It's a stinky yeast. Boom, that's in. Where are we? Oh, about 21 litres, I guess. Narrows down it. It's not going to affect the gravity hugely. Just do the last of those dregs of yeast out. That's it. Just rinse that funnel off. Do the last of the water. Get that on. Got the 6-chamber bubbler, which I prefer. I'll top up a little bit more starson. That's it. And just the dust cap. And that is it. We will let nature take its course. And my wife will have 21 litres of Pinot Grigio. Anyway. Well, I hope I'm coming out better than I look in the screen. So we've got nearly, what we got, 4.5 gallons, 4.5 imperial gallons of wine, which we'll be ready to bottle by next weekend. So that's me booked up for next weekend. Anyway, I'll give you an update in Homebrew Wednesday. Enjoy yourself and have a homebrew. If you don't homebrew yet, have a go. You can't get much easier than a wine kit. Chuck it in, chuck some water in, chuck the yeast in. It's done. Enjoy. 5 days later, you can start drinking. Although personally, give it a little bit longer. You missed a bit. See, do you get a bloody cat do that? No.